What? What is? What?
Well, you know, when you go fishing, you hook everything in the lake. Your hook will hook on it. You think I can make this hook that big 4x4 panel or 3x3, whatever it is?
Well,
Now I'm choking. This is cast number 35.
well, you're go.
I dropped the board right where you're standing there trying to get it around that post.
So, what were you just saying about you were not wanting to have boards to have to put in for decking?
I had no idea that these were heavier than mine.
Heavier.
Definitely.
You got the bobber on there.
It's a good thing it ain't windy.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And it's floating.
You think you need a fishing license to fish for dockboards?
Wow.
Oh, now the hook hooks.
And then what?
Well, I don't need it hooked no more. Oh. Oh. If I'd have had to go get the paddle boat thing out, you just wouldn't believe how heavy they are. I'm going in.
Oh, it's.
Now all I gotta do is walk back to you there with the fishing pole.
That was quite something when you come running in the house and say that a board is floating away. I didn't think it was the deck boards.
Yeah.
You could fall in, that'd be good content.
Don't even say it now. Here's where you just gotta go for it. Oh,
That hurts the feet, I bet.
I am so hot.
Oops.
Half from shaking. Nerves.
Nerves.
What's the matter? Oh yeah. So here's the issue with the new dock shopping. Because
This is an old dock with the new boards.
I know that we're on the old dock, but this is why we're looking at a new dock, is because I got into this before with the pontoon thing. But now we're looking at a 5 foot wide instead of 4, so that you can walk side by side.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going in. I've had it.
I'm glad.
I'll take 2 eggs,
No.
over hard, toast, white, and bacon, please.
Huh? What are you doing?
Yeah, we're gonna go. I was down on the beach, and you know what I seen glistening in the sun?
No, what?
The end of the irrigation pipe.
Really?
That is way out in the lake, about 20 feet, maybe 50 feet where it's supposed to be from.
Wow.
I'm on a retrieval mission, and then I'm gonna go put the legs down on the, what is it called? New to us dock.
Yeah, I did new/used.
Now let's just say, well, the first years I was worse, so otherwise for sale, 60 some foot dock.
Are you serious?
Well, boards are heavier than our other ones. I
Yeah,
had
you
no
were
idea. So what is
okay.
it? Hickory or
Cedar.
cedar?
Cedar is usually what's used for decking, but
All right,
also
but I guess it's expensive.
treated is what.
Treated green tree, whatever. 1x5s. I don't know what they are, but they're heavy. Live and learn. Unfortunately, I've
Always learning, aren't you?
there's been a lot of learning. I'm gonna go get this here end because I got maybe $15 worth of connections on that thing, I bet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Hope my waders don't have holes in.
Mm.
The weed from what was his name? The Batman, Robin, and the
Joker.
Aquaman.
Oh.
Seaweed guy. For some reason, the lake is getting infested with weeds this year. See all the little fish holes? So there's signs that the fish are coming back too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, do I dare take them out there?
Take what? Well,
I put my
isn't
phone
that
in the
interesting?
tractor.
That's what I was just saying. You didn't want to drop your phone, and now you want to take my phone.
Yeah.
That must be a big branch that blew in. That thing sticking up.
Yeah.
Here, yeah, you can take it.
You want me to take them out there?
Yeah, because I can't see it from here. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay.
Well, now what am I looking at here? Here you can see all the holes. I don't know. I won't step down in them because I think that is their little nesting bed or whatever they call it. That's kind of cool. I've seen them do it. It's usually a real small fish. But, oh yeah, Amy, I can see all the weeds. They're really little. There's my pipe. But here you can see they're about 6 inches tall, I'd say. Oh, man. You can come out and rake them. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. What if whoa. My arm is not long enough to reach that. Nope. Avoiding the little fish nests. Oh, such an interesting deal, isn't it? No way.
What happened?
No, my finger is in the lens. What's
Oh,
that?
that's okay.
That isn't what I...
It's a snail.
Well, we call them snails, or is it the invasive species?
I don't think so.
I don't think so neither. I have no idea what they look like neither, though.
Put him back. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's some dollars.
That's what was missing. Now what? How did it become? Oh.
How did it become over there? I suppose it was hooked on a chunk of ice, and
This is what I was looking for.
yeah, that got snapped off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Winter cow.
Lost is found. What's all this stuff? Sticks.
Yeah, I don't know what that is neither. There's a worm in there. Look at it.
Gross.
It's moving. Sure, that's something that you, when you go swimming and you inhale some, you know?
Don't.
Yeah, that is some nest or some type of a... Let's not look at that, or I may never go in that water again.
Well, the lost is found. That's good.
You know, they're all over. Look at this one. And I'm touching this thing?
It's a leech or what? What is it?
No, I think that's baby snails without a shell. Or else it's the invasive species.
That's these.
All disgusting creatures. I gotta wash this up.
Alrighty then. Yay. Hopefully it's can use the end again. They're thinking about it, or they're working on it somewhere. That would be a barn swallow. There he is. I have a very keen ear to their calls to each other. So, let's see where the poop is. The saga of Doug and Amy continues. I've just been down here surveying to see where these little varmints are planning on building a nest. And I did turn on the ceiling fans hoping to deter them, and perhaps it has. I'm not sure. Nothing being built there. Doesn't look like. The other spot I noticed, so this plants I need to plant yet, is over here. But there's no mud or sticks. All right, just a little Amy segment. The guys got busy planting, and I haven't seen Doug much this week since the dock escapade, and so I just thought I would fill in a couple minutes and update you of one of my favorite views in the springtime. I sometimes sit in this corner to get out of the wind, and I just love the view with the irises against the water. It's just super cool. I wish that irises bloomed longer than they do, but that's just what it is. It's a seasonal thing. I realized this year, like, I have a lot of the same color in this garden with the yellow, burgundy. It's like Minnesota gopher colors or something. And I thought I had purple. So maybe this is the purple one. Maybe I dug out most of the purple. Didn't realize what color it was last fall. But anyway, so that's a view from the garden. These guys are starting to. Oh, I just love these because the hummingbirds and the bees really like this one. And then the peonies are taking a little bit of time, but they're happening. So, yeah. And here is the view from what I call the hill garden or the lake garden. These are kind of where my extra rhizomes for the irises end up. I call them bulbs because it's just easier, but so I have a hill full of irises blooming, and then there will also be some peonies. I see down here, I haven't spent much time at all down here this spring, so this is last year's sedum, but I can see the deer haven't had any trouble finding them. Shoot off right there. These, I just love these in the fall, and they get these flowers that first start out like kind of a purpley color, and then they turn burgundy. We call them, I think they're autumn sedum, that's what they're called. But yeah, deer have found those. Looks like this wildflowers wants to take over. They get little white flowers on them. There's definitely a lot of things that have not been done here, but kind of fun. I like this one because things just take off even if Amy isn't available. Here is a cool hosta. I tried to hide because in my hosta garden it gets mowed off by the deer, and it's called praying hands. And it's been around for many, many years, and it's never really gotten very large because it keeps getting gnawed off. So maybe I can conceal it. We'll say it quietly next to the peony and the lily. So yeah. This guy, oh, what's this? Here I also stuck these. I don't think have been eaten off. I did stick some hostas way up here. So far, the deer haven't found them. Looks like one didn't come back. I think they planted one there. Oh, it's a pretty one. The weeds are doing just fine, as always. Huh. Oh, wait. What are these feet? Okay, back up at Nikki's garden. I'm going to see if anybody knows what this is that's chewing holes in these leaves. It seems different than slugs, but this one has it and this one has it. And what can I do about it? Gardeners out there, what can I do to get rid of these? Oh, and I was going to show you the rose bush that I didn't know what I was supposed to do, and I cut it off and it's doing amazing, and it even has buds on it. Beautiful. I'm just so thankful for God's sweet grace with perennials. It's amazing. It really is. I think this might be evidence that there's some active building going on. 1 year before we put new siding on, I allowed the couple to nest here. Probably a mistake. Barn swallows that don't care if it's a barn or a house. Oh, this poor little fern in the wind. Liked it in the nursery better, but it's kind of how it goes in Minnesota. Just have to toughen up. Okay, enough about barn swallows. I did want to say a word or two about Memorial Day weekend. Our footage was not conducive, we random because I was away and all of the things we didn't touch on Memorial Day, but we want to let those of you know that we have prayed and we appreciate the service and we are sorry for the loss. For those of you that have had a loss because of military service. Memorial weekend generally probably conjures up a lot of things for a lot of people. It does for me. And so I just want to let you know that I'm acknowledging grief is a thing, a real thing, and I don't have any solutions. I know that there is a solution. The only solution is the hope that I have, and hopefully many of you have in Jesus, and that this is not the end here. And that is super cool. That is super cool. I was thinking about Phil Robertson, who just passed away. He was like a solid rock about the truth of that. And I shed some tears when I saw that he, as he doesn't like to call it, passed away, but he died. But he wanted to make sure people knew that that doesn't mean he's done. He has eternity with his Lord and Savior, and he offered it to hundreds of thousands of people. And so thrilled for the reach that their family has had. And anyway, he popped into my mind when I was thinking about all of this, and I'm thankful for his diligence to that, and is a good example. And I want to be more like Phil. Might be my new thing. But anyway, I just want to let you know that we haven't forgotten about it. We just didn't have footage for it. So I want to wish you a blessed day, and thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Take care.